2027 Kia Telluride in the hybrid EX versus 2026 Kia Carnival in the EX. They are both hybrid, and we're going to do this comparison today so you know which one fits best your needs. If you're in the market for a Telluride full SUV or for a Carnival minivan, let me know in the comment section below, and I will show you the differences in engine, in trims, in MPG, towing, tank size, capacity, interior differences as well for the legroom and design. So stay tuned. We're going to go through a lot of information in this video. I'm going to try to keep it very short. Now let's start first with the trim levels. In the Telluride for the hybrid, you have 5 different trim levels, starting with the EX and going all the way up to the X-Line SX Prestige. In the Carnival, you start with the LXS and going all the way up to SX Prestige. So pause the video if you have to take a good look at those trim differences. Now the engine, there's going to be a huge difference between the engines. They're both equipped with the hybrid system, obviously. The Telluride comes with a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, to where the Carnival comes with a 1.6 turbocharged 4-cylinder. They're both in a 6-speed automatic transmission. Telluride pushes 329 horsepower with 339 pound-feet of torque. This Carnival pushes 242 horsepower with 271 pound-feet of torque. So huge difference. As far as the tank size capacity, Telluride offers you 18.2 gallons. Carnival offers you 19 gallons. When we go to the towing, also a huge difference. Telluride, the SUV, 4,500 pounds. Carnival, the minivan, 2,500 pounds. Also, MPG is going to be different, 30 CD, 32 highway, to where this one offers you 34 CD and 31 highway. So those are the differences in numbers and specs. Now we're going to take a look at the design differences. Let's take a look at the front end. Huge differences. We know that the Telluride is the newly released, the latest design on the market, 2nd generation, but still it's a good comparison, so you know if you are in the market for one of these. So tail lights, full LED for both of them, but just different design. Now let me tell you, the Carnival was first offered in 1998, to where the Telluride was first offered in 2020, and Kia was founded in 1944. Now moving to the side, let's go ahead and discuss the rim, the tires, the rocker panel, and the dimensions. But before we do that, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That's really going to help me out to grow this channel. This is the Car Compass. My name is Sando, and I'm going to bring this comparison to you. This video is filmed in 4K. Make sure you adjust this YouTube settings to watch this at the highest quality. A big thank you and a shout out to Kia in Roseville, California, for providing me with both of these cars for this comparison. Also, once we get in the cargo, I'm going to give you some measurements into inches, not just cubic feet of space, so you know what to expect. Now let's move forward. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the rims and the tires, and you're going to find everything different: the rims, the rubber, the brand. Starting with the Telluride, you get a Kumo Cruisin with the size 235 by 65 by 18, and then the Carnival gets you a Continental rubber with the size 235 by 55 by 19. Also, your wheel well trim is going to be totally different. Your rocker panel is different. Your side mirror is going to be different as well. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of design differences in pictures side by side, so you know what to expect. Those roof rails up top are also going to be different, and then on the EX for the Carnival, you do not get a moonroof, to where the EX base trim in the Telluride offers you that moonroof. And now let me go ahead and give you some dimensions so you know if this is going to fit into your garage, or if you prefer the Telluride or the Carnival. And starting with the Carnival, you get 203 inches in length versus 199.2 in Telluride. The width is 78.5 versus 78.3 in Carnival, and that does not include the mirrors. Your height is 68.5 versus 70.5 in the Telluride. Wheelbase is 121.7 inches versus 116.9 in the Telluride, and the ground clearance is going to be 6.8 Carnival, 7.4 for the Telluride. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the rear. And now continuing with the rear differences between the Carnival and the Telluride, 2027 versus 2026, because we don't have the 2027 in the Carnival. Let's discuss a little bit about the MSRP sticker. 43,590 for the Carnival, base MSRP sticker without any added options, without delivery fee. The Telluride will bring you 48,490. So there you go, a difference of $4,000 and something in the hybrid. You do get gas engine options in both of them, but we're not going to include that in this video because I'm going to make it too long and I don't want that. Full LED taillights here for the rear in both of them, Carnival and the Telluride. You're going to have different spoiler, you're going to have different lights, you're going to have different design, different bumper, and also under the car, the spare tire that you get in the Telluride it's not gonna be in the same spot for the Carnival. So there you go. I hope those pictures side-by-side comparison will help you to visualize them better. Now let's go ahead and open this tailgate, electrically controlled for both of them, the Telluride and the Carnival, and you're gonna see huge differences in the cargo here, not just in numbers, but also design, the way the seats fold and all that. Let's go ahead and take a look first at the Carnival. And the Carnival will bring you a minimum of 40.2 cubic feet of space, to where the Telluride gives you a minimum of 22.3 cubic feet of space. Maximum in the Carnival, you get 145 cubic feet of space. Maximum in the Telluride, you get 86.9 cubic feet of space. Let me go ahead and show you how you control this. This is a belt right here. You put it down. You have a lever right here, and you tuck this under. The same idea for the other one. On the right side, you do find the 12-volt outlet, and it's going to be totally different design compared to the Telluride. You don't have electric control for the second row seating here in the Carnival too, or the Telluride will offer that on the left side of this cargo. So now let's give you some measurements into inches. Behind the third row, you get about 25 inches. Depending where that seat is located, I put it the middle one in a normal position, you get about 60 inches. If you go all the way up to your center console, you're getting about 91 inches. And then your entrance here in the Carnival is going to bring you about 38.5, and your loading height for this minivan is going to be about 25.5 inches. So I'm hoping that was helpful for you guys. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the Telluride. And I already gave you a cubic feet of space. Let's go ahead and measure this. You get 22 inches. Lower this backrest, go behind the second row seating, you get 51 inches. Go all the way up to your center console right there, you're getting about 86.5 inches. And now your entrance for this SUV, 30.5, and your loading height for the SUV, 31.5, almost 32 inches. So that's pretty much it with the differences between Telluride and the Carnival for the exterior, for the cargo, dimensions, engine, trims, MPG, towing, and tank size capacity. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the interior. And now continuing with the differences between the Carnival and the Telluride, a very quick look for the design. First, let me give you the legroom. Here in the Carnival, you're going to get 41.4 inches for the front. Second row is going to give you 40.5. Third row is going to give you 35.6, to where the Telluride is going to give you 41.4. 43 for the second row seating, and the third row seating is going to give you 32.1 inches in legroom. I'm 6 feet tall. This is how much legroom I have in the Carnival. Definitely enough headroom. Absolutely no issue when it comes to long road trips. The seating surface, same in both of them, Syntex, electrically controlled for both passenger and the driver. Let's take a look at the dashboard, and you're going to see a difference in design, but the same soft touch for the top and the same hard plastic for the bottom. This in the Carnival is non-lockable, to where the Telluride offers you lockable glove compartment. The display screen here, 12.3 inches here for the infotainment screen, 12.3 inches here for the cluster. And the way you control this is the same. There you go, your navigation, no difference. These cards right here look almost the same, a little bit difference in design, but then you do have an extra view here in the Carnival, the minivan. There you go, to where on the Telluride you don't have this option. As far as the other options go here, you do have it the same. Let me give you the camera, pretty much the same quality. There you go. And now let's move forward. This is going to be different here. This center console is also different. Your armrest, totally different. Your shift lever for the transmission is going to be totally different. A wheel here in the Carnival, to where the Telluride has the lever attached to this steering column. And then the armrest is going to be dual opening in the Telluride, to where here in the Carnival is just one piece armrest. Up top, this control panel is going to be totally different as well between the Telluride and the Carnival. And now the steering wheel, huge difference here as well in design. I do like the Telluride more, but the controls and the levers right there, the paddle shifters, pretty much the same. Left side of the steering wheel will give you another difference here for the buttons, and then the steering column is going to be manually controlled for both of them. Door panel, huge design difference and colors. I do like the Telluride a little bit more, and now maybe I'm gonna get some heat because of that. Obviously, the Telluride is the newest release design, and maybe that's why. But you let me know in the comment section below which one you like more. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the second and third row seating. And now second row seating, still in the Carnival. Huge differences, a lot more space back here for the second row in the Carnival. Even if the legroom says 40.5 versus 43, I do feel more spacious back here. Difference in the back of the front seats, different in this center console, the way you control the seat right here for the Carnival. You have electric control for this passenger seat as well, where the Telluride does not offer you that option. And then you have multiple ways to slide this door from here, from up top over there. And then this AC control up top is going to be different between Carnival and the Telluride. And the seating right here, same syntax, same perforation, different design and different configuration. Here you have 3 separate seats to where you can move them each one individually and go as far as you want, all the way in the back right there. And you can also remove this completely to make it captain chairs. And then the Telluride offers you the captain chairs only, but if you go other trims, you get the bench as well. And this also has a lever right here to put it back and forth, and then bunny hop, and pretty much the same idea. Let's go ahead and take a look at the third row seating here in the Carnival. And now third row seating here in the Carnival, 35.6 inches for legroom. Honestly, I did a lot of reviews on those full-size SUVs like Yukon, Escalade, or Tahoe, and I do feel like this one is even more comfortable compared to those ones. Not even comparing to the Telluride. Carnival definitely wins me for the third row, and they didn't simplify the seats here. Telluride did simplify the seats for the third row. And now if we take a look at the side, you do get USB-C ports in both of them. You do get air vents on top here for the headliner in both of them, and you do get cup holders too on each side for both of them. So that's no difference. But the comfort is definitely here in the Carnival. The Minivan wins me over the Telluride. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Telluride. And now here in the Telluride, let's do the space test. Don't forget 41.4 inches. I'm 6 feet tall. I tried to put the seat in the same position, push the steering wheel all the way in, all the way up. Leg room, headroom, absolutely no issue when it comes to that. I think it's very comfortable. The seating surface is going to be different design, but the Softex is present in both of them, electrically controlled for the passenger and the driver. And now the dashboard, this is how it looks in the Telluride, a little bit different, and you do have lockable glove compartment here, to where the Carnival does not offer you this option. And now the display screen, a little bit different in design, but the size is the same. 12.3 inches for the infotainment screen, 12.3 inches for the cluster. You do have this extra screen here for the AC control. Navigation, exactly the same, no difference. And when it comes to the camera, exactly the same, no difference. There you go. Let's go back home and show you a little bit of the interface. Cards a little bit updated, but not big difference between them. There you go. And now this is where the huge difference is going to be, the center console. You do have a bridge type here in the Telluride with a 12-volt outlet located there, another 12-volt outlet in the armrest, your cup holder, some controls here with the AC, with the volume, with the modes, temperature, and all that. This is your dual opening armrest, and then up top, your rear view mirror. It's going to look different in this control panel, because here in the Telluride you have the moonroof, but you do have the option to get a moonroof in the Carnival as well, so I don't want to talk features. Steering wheel, huge difference. The Telluride is much nicer in my opinion, and then this is your shift lever to put it into drive, neutral, parking, and reverse. And this is also your start-stop button. And then this cluster is pretty much the same. Left side of the steering wheel will offer you some other differences with different buttons, different design. And then here is the door panel between the Telluride and the Carnival. You let me know in the comment section below which one you like better. And now I showed you the front for the Telluride. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second and third row seating. And now second row seating of this Telluride captain seats. They kept the same design as the front one, perforated Softex in both of them, Carnival and Telluride. You're going to find different design for the backrest, different design here for the center console, and then obviously the captain seats versus the bench. Up top, you're going to have the AC control located differently and also different design, but these air vents are going to be pretty much the same. And then your handle right here, door panel, not even going to mention, because obviously that's a slide minivan door, which this is a regular SUV door panel for the second row. You do have sunshades here, but that's a feature, so we're not going to discuss about that. The way you control this, lever here, 2 buttons to bunny hop, one shoulder area, one side area, and another lever to put this down. And now let me go ahead and give you a little bit of leg room. I'm 6 feet tall, 43 inches. As far as the leg room, I have absolutely no issue between the Telluride and the Carnival. They both offer you plenty of leg room, plenty of headroom. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the third row seating, where the biggest difference is in this comparison. And this is your leg room in the Telluride, 32.1 inches. It's true that you can move this seat forward, but I did the same test where I put the second row seating all the way back in the Carnival as well, so I'm gonna make it fair. And you do not have enough legroom here for an adult. You do have enough legroom for the kids, for the teenagers. I'm sure you have no problem. And even if you want to fit an adult, you can move this seat forward and you're going to give them a lot more room. But 32.1 inches, definitely a little bit squished here for the legroom, but the headroom, definitely there, absolutely no issue. Up top, you have touch sensitive lights, much nicer up here, and then your air vents, pretty much the same as the Carnival. Left side and the right side will give you differences in design, but you do have the same idea with the two cup holders and the USB-C ports. Seats were simplified here, but still soft deck. So now we're at the end of this comparison. Here's the MSRP sticker first to the Carnival, the minivan in our video today, 2026, latest design, latest release on the market. Pause the video if you have to take a look and see what features this brings you. And now here's the MSRP sticker for this Telluride, the latest release, the second generation for the Telluride in the EX all-wheel drive hybrid. So now you let me know what you think about this comparison. In my opinion, I do have 3 kids, a 4th one on the way. I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna say that the Carnival really offers you a lot of space, a lot of features, really good for the family. But I'm not really the type of a guy to drive a minivan, and I would personally go with the Telluride, even if the comfort for the third row is a little bit less for this Telluride. I'm not gonna sit in the third row because I usually drive, so that's why I don't care that much. So you let me know in the comment section below if you're in the market for a Telluride or for a Carnival, which one you would pick. Now, there is a thing going on my channel. People are trying to guess my age. If you want to take part in that, leave a comment in the comment section below and I will get back to you. And thank you for watching.